me. It's a Skinny Joe.
Yeah.
I'm not a recruiter. I'm just a professional sampler. I went to college and actually got a degree in nutrition. And I was about 70,000 in debt. Anybody went to college? Remember those degrees and all that debt you had to pay off? And once you got Sally Mae paid off, it was an amazing day. People still paying on it 20, 30 years, still not getting anywhere, right? But you know, when I saw this coffee, I got a call from a great friend of mine, 14 years. And I've known Lewis, the formulator, for about 10 years now. And a great friend of mine, George Holin, introduced me. And you know, when I got it was actually February 28th of this year, gave me a call and says, hey, I got a coffee I want you to try. And I said, oh no. If you know George, he calls you about everything. And some of them are good, but you always got to keep your, options open, right? Keep an open mind. But he said, no, Kevin, Lewis has formulated this one. I said, okay. He said, Kevin, this is the best. Now listen, guys, this is important. George never curses. You'll never ever hear a curse word out of him. Maybe he holds back. But he says, this is the best damn coffee I've ever had. And I said, all right, send me a sample.
There you go.
You had me right there. And if you know George, and I know George, he never said a curse word, not a bad bone in this guy's body. I said, if he's saying that, it's got to be good, right? So he sends me a sample, and so I invited a good friend of mine, Mike Ward, over. As soon as the sample showed up, matter of fact, he sent me a lot of samples. He wasn't holding back. He knows as soon as I said, a man sends me a lot of samples, he knows it's good because I'm going to show it and get it out to everybody real quick. Now, when I got the samples, about actually March. Some of you got it earlier than others, right? So I was one of those early people. And then I invited Mike Ward over, and Mike, he's a black coffee drinker. I said, if I can get my critics over here, the black coffee drinkers, because I'm not a black coffee drinker. I'm actually not a coffee drinker. I'm a coffee beverage drinker. I like to put, the cream. I have cream with my coffee, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm that guy. I don't know how you guys drink it black. Maybe if I was in Vietnam and I had to drink it black, but anyway. So I invite Mike Ward over. He takes a sip and he absolutely loves it. He goes, this is good, this is good. Now Mike's been networking for about 25 years. And we're all looking for a home. We're all looking for something, a product that works. Now, we didn't know how much weight we were gonna lose. We just knew the most important thing is it had to taste like coffee. Because there's 14 ingredients in here. And surprisingly to me enough, as a dietitian, and I'm a critic, they're all natural. Now, last couple of coffee companies I've seen, they're full of chemicals and stimulants and things that I would not recommend to my grandmother, right? Hearts bouncing out of the chest, the jitters and all that. It's not healthy to potentially get a heart attack to lose weight, right? Hey, I want to lose weight. I'll get a heart attack to do it. People are wanting to lose weight that bad. That's why we had, Fen back in the day and ephedra and all that. And people didn't know, but they knew there was a lot of side effects. That's why the FDA took it off the market. But the coffee flat out worked. Mike loved it. I said, it's a go. If it tastes good for a black coffee drinker, I'm in. Now let's doctor it up and taste it. And tasted amazing, guys. I got to tell you, when I set that coffee down, I wanted to pick it back up. When 20, 30 seconds, coffee cannot set. It's set. It does. Most coffee drinkers will tell you, I can't set if I leave my coffee, I probably will forget about it. You don't forget your coffee here. You're going to keep picking it up because it tastes so good. Thanks to kudos to Lewis, amazing formulation. Okay, so I didn't have a lot of time, right? But I got to get into my testimony. Okay, great, thank you. He's cut me off. So anyways, save the best for last, right? So when I got it, and listen, guys, I am different. I've been working out since I was 15. And I just turned 58 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you look so young.
Thank you. And not one, I've never been on medication, except for when I got my teeth pulled when I was 26. I was on some Vicodin for a day or two. I couldn't weather the storm without the meds. And I've probably been on meds 2 or 3 times. I've had flu in maybe 20 years. And that's all because of nutrition. I have a degree in nutrition. So, for me, this product, I'm not the person that needed to lose weight, okay? But I thought of it, hey, you know what? I still could lose 5 or 10 pounds because I'm in the gym all the time and I'm eating right. But I still got to get that little extra love handle. You always got that little brown fat, that visceral fat. It's hardest to get rid of. I said, okay, well, let me take this product. Now, a lot of you don't know this as a dietitian. My weakness has been, when I go to work out, pre-workout drinks. And they're full of chemicals and stimulants and anhydrous caffeine and things you don't know that 10 years from now, going to play havoc and wreak havoc on your organs. your kidneys and maybe your brain. And you know, as a nutritionist, I'm sitting there, what am I doing? But I couldn't eat it because I had to go into the gym. And at the end of the day, my mind is tired. So I had to get that pre-workout, that kick. And I was always feeling guilty about it. This product for me has gotten me off of pre-workout drinks after 20 years. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. And you know, that to me right now, I'm the healthiest I can be. And finally, my good friend here, Michelle, lost 27 pounds.
Wow.
Right here, all the way from Illinois. She was the biggest skeptic. She said, I can't lose weight. Don't even worry about it. Send it, wasting your time. 27 pounds since March.
Woo!
Awesome, awesome, Michelle. Last thing, Greg, because he's cutting me off, is this. Thank you. Yes. So for me, I just got off the phone, like I was just telling Deb, you mentioned earlier, my cousin, or who was it that said earlier? Lewis said that.
Yeah.
My cousin, guys, my family doesn't listen to me. Do you have family members that don't listen to you? And I'm a dietitian, and my family doesn't listen to me. I never go to the doctor. I've never been on medication. My health, clean bill of health, and they're all on meds and sick and overweight, but they don't listen to you. So I called up, and that guy's just typical. So I called up my cousin. I said, man, it's been years. I said, I've been thinking about you because a couple of years ago, you told me you were having struggles with overweight. She goes, oh my gosh, I'm worse now. She goes, I can't lose any weight. I can't, the doctor says you got to get on more opioids. I'm refusing to get on drugs. I refuse to go that route anymore. I was in a depression, PTSD. Every day was a bad day. She goes, every day waking up. You've heard those stories from people that have a bad day every day? Well, there's a lot of them out there, millions. And she said, I don't know what to do because the doctor said I'm at ends and I can't give you anything else. I mean, I don't have anything else for you. And so she said, oh, I refuse to do drugs, so I'm gonna have to live with this miserable life. This is my life. She's about 58, my age. So I said, I didn't know you were going through all that. So I said, let me send you a sample. I said, I think you're gonna have your best day ever. She goes, if you have something like that, that's a miracle, but I'll try it because you're my cousin and I love you. So I sent it to her first day. This is 2 days ago. She's texting me and she's telling me how amazing she feels. She said she's doing things she hasn't felt like doing in years. Her best day ever, that should be our tagline. Want your best day ever every day? This is where I have her Skinny Joe. She said, I salted my foods for over 40 years. So much salt that it looks like snow. But now I don't, she goes, I didn't salt my food all day. Guys, can you imagine that? And she said, think about this. Is this priceless to you? Because it's about taking your family too, not just everybody you meet, but when your family member, right, your blood, it says, this is changing my life. This is a miracle. I have never felt this good. I'm doing my laundry early and I usually do it later. I don't want to do it. And I'm actually watching 16 grandkids, but I've never felt like watching them, but I love them, but I don't want to watch them because I don't have energy. Guys, this is changing lives. So without further ado, I'm done. But the last thing I want to say is this gives a whole new meaning, Skinny Joe, to pants on the ground. Have a good one.
I'm sitting back here as he was talking. I remembered a couple years ago, Kevin was calling me, going, we got to come out with another Skinny coffee. You got to come out with a new coffee. We got to get this business going again. From our previous business that we done with the Skinny coffee. You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember me sending the samples?
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. And we just kept working on it, right? And so I'm sitting back there and the revelation just comes. I'm thinking, we're standing in our dream right now.
That's amazing.
Are we?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a while and a minute to get to where you want to go. And you wonder, why did it take this long to get here? Well, we're here. Okay, we're finally here. And you, as you were talking, I'm just remembering all those conversations. So thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.